So I'm here with the Achucha Press. We're celebrating 30 years as a small press in Los Angeles. Thank you. And I want to thank Poets and Writers for their support of our annual Celebrating Words Festival and the work we share to the community of the San Fernando Valley, the Northeast San Fernando Valley. So I want to bring up our author from our press, Peter J. Harris. His book "Bless the Ashes." It's such an honor to have such seasoned writers as part of our familia. And so without further ado, Peter J. Harris.
Greetings, all. Baby talk with assurance inside my labyrinth, softens crow's feet, silken staccato within, unearths sprawling oasis where she doesn't have to hopscotch around landmines. I don't have to tap dance and sidestep tripwires. Beautiful detour on waves radiating from the bell we have rung. Lines on our faces flare into delight of toddlers swooning to their trapdoor curiosity as we glide away from astonishment and back to the world. Decoded signs phase into view. Inspect the promise of oasis. Be somebody's memory. Be somebody's fragrance. Is that honey perfuming the dashboard? Is that bobblehead Papa Smurf dancing salsa in the rearview mirror? Well, Bless the Ashes is a book that my teacher and friend Luis Rodriguez chose for Tia Chucha. Luis and I have known each other since we were in our 20s. He is officially the first Chicano I ever met. He and I were roommates in a journalism program at UC Berkeley many years ago. The thing about Tia Chucha that moves me is that, as he said, as recently as last night, we were together and we were reading. So he was in Chicago working with pioneering African-American cultural workers, Gwendolyn Brooks among them. And when the book, the idea for the press evolved, my understanding is that they wanted to make sure that black and brown voices could be published in a respectful, beautiful format. And so I want to say something first real quick before I close. One of the hippest things about Tia Chucha is how pretty the books are. They are really gorgeous, gorgeous books. And so I'm honored to be a part of the family, which includes really many powerful writers who have gone on, in some cases, to be major voices, literary voices in the States and around the world. So I thank Luis particularly because it's hard to figure out what to send a person when you're old and you get to the point where you feel like you really got your own voice. And it was a joy to find the work that's in Bless the Ashes. Because when I shared it with him, I knew it was the book, because that title poem, which is very long, is about my mother who died very early. In the spirit of tonight's theme, this common shore, arrival ground, capital city of our 10-fingered democracy, home to daybreak mouths, unbuttoned speech, glowing bodies, dazzling home for citizens, ending disrespected journeys. We rise in the same morning now. Witness flames of intention tiptoe on the surface of time. Nothing has a chance of ever being the same. No instrument could measure the pleasure your boiling visitation brings to me. No eye see, no mouth say, no other who has not loved and left my mother's womb would I trust to know this new secret about me. We take the oath of office, pledge to uphold the levitation. My hand raised, testifying, like in church back home. Your left hand poised, affirming, as in sacred rites, accenting your beloved land. Velvet hands, naked shoulders, alliance of vulnerable directions. We cross in latitudes here, unmarked, thick with trees in season, humid with wild gaze, unknowns, open around our throats. We drape curiosity, smoothing knots into patterns that could cause war in the past. Culture changes when people weave new patterns like this. Feeling ripens when strangers design new patterns like this. Love surprises when people risk new patterns like this.
Yeah.